Do, re, mi, fa, so, pu, ra, no, on, ra, pu, so, fa, me, right, do. Okay, I messed up the ending, but I am back. And there is a lot to learn from the past few streams. For starters, we are currently at stream 4 times 0.25 for 2 reasons, maybe 3. One, I am going to show you right now. Engage the hot screen. As you can see right here, this is stream 1, my first week of Stardew Valley. It has been over 168 hours since this thing has been here for, I don't know, 24 hours for processing to begin. Which would also explain why I had to label stream 4 times 0.25. It also brings up an interesting thought when I was, waiting. Honestly, for what at this point? I realized that after looking through, let's say, if I could pull this up quickly. After looking through Stardew Valley, I found out that there were more settings that I could use to spice things up a little bit. If I could just get the screen going on right now. Why is it not doing it? Come on. Excellent. Let's first go to the new character, and we'll put in rinse and repeat. Let's look at the settings first. I found out, after going through, we already went through the community center bundles, that we can remix the bundles, making it, not whatever the spring foraging stuff is. I think that would be really interesting to do. There's also the mine rewards. We can also remix those. Profit margin, which was a very interesting thing to look at, where I could reduce the amount of profit that I get from selling things in the shipping bin. Sooner or later, if I wanted to do another run through, I'd like to go with the 25% profit margin setting. This also comes into another factor that I need to consider. For the past 4 streams. No, it would be 3 streams. 0, 1, 2, 3. Wow, I can't even count to 4. And YouTube can't even count to 1 with my stream 1. Base 10. I really need to kiss the mic because, I guess I can spoil my setup. I currently have a Shure SM7B as a microphone. It is connected to a Focusrite 2i2, 3rd generation, I think, and the gain for that's currently set up to about 75%. I have no idea how I sound right now. I had to do a little bit of testing. Wait, that really defeats the purpose. I actually did some testing while making sure that my screen transitions were good. It turns out the audio works, but to the point. Shure SM7B really needs gain, so I guess in between the connection of this Focusrite Scarlett, I've got a cloud lifter which provides plus 25 decibels of clean gain. Only so much you can do when you're kissing the mic. My setup, the PC and everything, I currently run, I think, an Intel 275KF CPU with an NVIDIA RTX 5070 Titan, 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR5 6400, and 2 terabytes of Samsung. Huh. Yeah, that's good so far. And to top it all off, in light of the stream, the first stream, I really need to consider how long I play this game, because last week, if you'll excuse the fact that I made a different one. Last week, I did it for 3 hours. I feel like after the other streams that I've done, I only have about an hour and a half to play. And here I am wasting time. About 7 minutes. So let's get right into it. All right. We're back in. The scarecrows are in place. We just need to water everything so we have everything set up. I think this week especially, we're going to focus on getting a lot more food Well, I'm gonna make it a point to save at least 3 of each spring crop. Because every Sunday, well, according to yesterday, we get a channel called the Queen of Sauce. And the Queen of Sauce provides us a recipe. Unfortunately, that recipe requires a kitchen. Even more unfortunately, we do not have the means to a kitchen. We'll have to practically gorge off the food that we create on the land. But it does feel a little bit dull eating just straight up raw produce. Okay, we're almost out. Just refill over here in the not supposedly salt lake. Watering things even though they don't need it, but it is a necessary evil. Do we even have any seeds? I doubt we bought any seeds from the place. What do our ingredients call for? Okay, spring seed, dandies, leeks, daffies, and wild horseradish. We do not have dandelions. And as much as I want to get horseradishes, I would love to give them as a gift for Linus. Given the fact that he's a wildman. A man who wears leaves for clothes. Alright. Nothing much we can do. Let's drop these off and make sure to pick Leela. Oh wait, did we? No? Okay, we did. Let's drop off the parsnips. Okay, right now, I think there's a task over at the calendar, and I think we can get something out of Piers. And I'm sure Willie would like a fish, but Jojo Mart was very kind of them to clear out the mines, and I've already gone to, I think, floor 10, based on last week. This is perfect! In fact, last week we already went through... we just went over to the mayor to look at the ticket thing. Let's see, the next festival is the Egg Festival. We get Haley's birthday. No, we get Vincent's birthday. The bookseller opens up at 12. Not sure about the bookseller. And given the fact that books are likely a thing to be sold, I'll probably need the money to back it up. Okay, let's go. I guess. Yeah, I know a lot about the people living here. That's one of the benefits of being a bartender. Sometimes I hear too much. Obligatory looking through the trash can. Oh, you can suck it, you drunk. Ah, at least you didn't see it. What have you got to say, Alex? Did you know I was an all-star quarterback in high school? It's true. What have you got to say, Shane? I know you. Why you talk to me? Speaking of which, let's end up the stream. Realize I forgot to add things in the stream bits. Well, let's get Pam that potato. I think we got a field snack. It's gonna make things a lot better. I think you'll love having a little friend of the farm with you. Yeah, I do like Leela. And maybe we'll get gray tabbies. Nothing much to do on the farm, that's for sure. I forgot to get seeds. What have you got? Oh, I already talked to you, I already talked to you. Now to talk to you, Pierre. Maybe I get more parsnips. Maybe I get more potatoes? Wait. The calendar said that the Egg Festival is on the weekend, so a Saturday, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we'll have enough time to get potatoes. Maybe if we spam more parsnip seeds? But we also need cauliflower. You know, let's get more parsnip seeds. I think we need 5. have 12 more slots. We'll enjoy you as soon as we work on getting our things in shape. I guess I could rehash something that I mentioned before. With the thought that I only have 90 minutes to get through 1 week's worth of Stardew Valley, it comes into consideration of maybe what I want to do for this playthrough. I think sooner or later I might need to rename Soprano with what I'm going to be doing with this. This goes in line with the name Barktor Farm, and who I am planning to romance. Well, based on who's already single at this point. I think it would do well. I guess I could talk a little bit about Hector. He's one of the best rivals that I had in the past. In fact, long ago when we interacted back in New York, that was around the time about 5 years after the robots took over. He took an interest into me based on what I was carrying. I carried a sword, and it was very special to me, and he was very keen on it. Even wanted to take it from me at one point. We fought. I won. But then I got captured by the authorities. The Unity at that time. Hello, Linus. The crisp air of the wilderness is all I care to know. I love every great choice. That's nice that you do. Continue downwards to floor 10. We have an inventory, but we'll be fine. But the first time we met, he didn't like me very much. He tried stealing my weapon after I was just teaching kids, or, well, people how to fight. Just for fun. Nothing too violent. Mostly kids. But sooner or later, probably one of the best weapon masters that I saw. When I first fought him, he carried 4 weapons on him. He carried a spear, an axe, a sword, and the 4th weapon was I think it was a whip chain. The best way to describe it, it was a rope dart-esque weapon with a blade at the end. The thing was dangerous by itself. But we both fought. I won. Confident to say that. I at least remember that extent. And as soon as I won, we both got stopped by the authorities at the time. We lived in New York, and it was a place called the Unity. At the time, I was brought into questioning. Mole. And people thought I was actually a mole. Sent a spy in for the people that were outside of the Unity compound. I showed them otherwise. While I wasn't officially a member of the Unity, my father was, and the way I got into the Unity compound in New York was through his license. Though I was stopped initially because I was currently carrying my dad's license, which was his ID was U00019, and clearly I was not his age and not one of the earlier adopters of the Unity name at the time. But I was taken in, brought to questioning, and then I was, well, conscripted. Well, not exactly conscripted. I technically rejoined up with the Unity after being interrogated, well, twice. Once for entering in with an improper ID, and the other one for trying to fight with Hector. Went through training, had really good marks, and was selected to go into a family. And a family in the Unity is made up of the youth, the more able youth. Like around, I'd say they'd be around 16 to 21. And lo and behold, the family I get put into is Hector's family, along with Phil and Cole. The guy who was over us, the adult of our team, was named, I think his name was Bell Ashford. Man. I remember all manners of... Why is that thing there again? Oh, is that EM? It was Bell Ashford. There was a lot to like about Bell Ashford. He was a very good mediator when it came to arguments within our group, especially between Hector and I, because he eventually created a buddy system after Hector tried running away from me at one point, but I was the better one in traversing unfamiliar areas. I know that, and he knows that after I saved him. Lots of enemies, that's for sure. But in our family, we are meant to be like a family of sorts. Well, even though we aren't related in any shape or form. I mean, Phil was Caucasian. Cole was black. Hector was Caucasian, and well, apparently I'm of Asian descent. Thank my mom Margaret for that. But within our families, we would usually do we would do the grunt work, in a sense. The Unity relied a lot on messages and delivering packages, and a lot of cleaning up work. Everybody that was above our age range, around, like, say, 22 or maybe 18 at the points, were already well acquainted with the weapon that they had in hand. And they would be the ones guarding the towers and the borders. Well, on occasion, with Master Ashcroft, as he calls himself, we would get the occasion to go out of the walls with his permission. Of course, he would be under our supervision. That's a term I use lightly. Ooh, a crab. Why are there so many items? I'll have to relent. I'll get you later. He would allow us to go outside of the Unity's walls to do a little bit of exploring and have us get used to the area that we're in. Though, when I say supervision, he honestly he would let us out of the walls and tell us to go to a specific area, and we would go there while he would go in an entirely different place. I'm guessing he probably has a secret base somewhere far away from where we wouldn't be able to find him. It's always good to have the privacy of, like, total privacy, especially during that time. I would know. But him and myself, that's an entirely different story to tell. It's already painful that I have to leave all this here, because one, the bundle, I can just recall carefully, the bundle, one of them is this construction bundle, which has me getting 99 of these stones, and 198 of these woods. And a hardwood, too. I think I have one hardwood out of 10 right now. And in keeping in line with me being unable to go past 2 hours, maybe, I have to hightail it back home. I really want to enjoy a full week of Stardew whenever I'm doing a stream. Unfortunately, if I can't get 3 hours processed in a matter of Well, at this point, it'd be 169 hours. No, 168 hours and 30 minutes. I have to sleep early. And with everything going on right now, I really need to plan on sleeping early, that's for sure. And either way, I have no idea on whether this is being listened by now. But seeds are planted. Maybe we can spare some time and do a little bit of cleaning. Maybe I don't have to worry about going into bed by 2 a.m. So long as I'm nearby and doing some progress. Let's start by clearing these out and exhausting our energy. Still, I'm reminded of last week. Last week we saw Bigfoot heading up north to the mountains, and on one of the days, I think it was day 5 or 6, we got a chance to look at a stone owl statue on the southwest part of this place. And we also need to grab that washed up box near the south exit of our farm. Oh. Sorry, Leela, I have to get out of this way. Let's see what's going on tomorrow. It's sunny. Good humor. Not too bad. Level 1 combat, more HP, and, bug steaks. Definitely handy, especially during the early few bits, because we encounter those flying things that are stationary. No, not stationary. They follow a specific path. It's systematic. Oh, and foraging too. Neat. We also got a thing called a cookout kit. Let's take a look at that first, before we continue onwards. Okay, 25 minutes. That's not too bad, but we're going to need to really ramp it up. Clear and sunny all day, fortune teller. Neutral. Okay, we have at least 99, so we can work that out. Okay. Dear Farmer Soprano, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you can bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. Continue to the next page. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter, Robin. Oh, and it would be really cool to have a kitchen. Imagine the things that we can cook. Oh. Based on what we can cook right now... Do we even have the ability to look at what we can cook? No, we don't. But we did gain a campfire. We did gain a campfire kit, which would allow us to cook on the go. Might be an alternative to an actual kitchen. And how much does it take? It takes... We didn't have the ability to get coal back when we were down there because our inventory was full. It's annoying in itself. Sooner or later, we're going to have to get 24 inventory spaces, but no, that will not happen in a heartbeat. It could happen. But we're so focused on getting the construction bundle and the other bundles set up. Let's see. Oh, the mail's here. Are we planning anything we want to do for the day? Oh wow, I've got 2 crabs. One of them was probably from that mine run. And I still need to get that potato to Pam. Okay, let's see. We do not have enough wood. So getting over there will be moot. Let's deposit this. We'll deposit that potato, because right now we gotta get this thing to Pam. I've got some new items in stock. A deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon. Yes, because our current run does not allow us to put bait on it. Okay. I think it's high time we start clearing out the farm area before Pier opens. Oh, if we only had a stronger axe. Because our axe isn't strong enough to break this getup. Our pickaxe isn't strong enough to break this boulder. And even then, energy consumption is at an all-time high, with 30 energy every single time we try to get rid of a tree, source and all. Okay, there's that. And there is that. Ooh. Coffee. For one thing, well, now that it's 9 a.m., we can start clearing a little bit more out. Probably put 2 more parsnips. We still need to pet the dog. No, the cat. We have a cat. Let's empty our inventory first. There. Looking fine. And while we're at it, we can... Let's get the geode going on and do this for a change. And sooner or later, we will have enough bars to work out some more copper upgrades. Okay, did I forgot the tomato. Potato. I forgot the potato. I need to give it to Pam. Mr. Fumblefinger's right over here. At least he has the chance to go back, restock up. And he's going to go through over 300 gold just to see what he gets from a geode. And realizes that he has to go back to the diamonds. What is it with me today? Thank goodness the Dwarven Scroll is here too. We got 2 diamonds as well. Alright, let's speed things up. This is probably going to be a lot better than dealing with 24 seconds of the Joja Cola. And it already is. It's kind of sad that we can't stack drinks together, but we can stack food and drink. And imagine having +2 speed. Oh, hello. Exercise is important for staying healthy. I always make sure to set a time for it. Well, with me going over two different plays right now, it is certainly worth the exercise. You saw nothing. Hi, Willie. Okay. Now, where's Pam? Where is Pam? I need to see Pam so I can get her that potato. Hi, Pam. Here's that potato, because I know exactly what a potato is used for. And knowing that you drink over at the saloon, it is definitely requested. 240 gold is never a bad thing. Maybe I'll just wait for Penny to pass by. Let's talk to Mayor Lewis. Hey! I was doing my nightly rounds and noticed that your first parsnip was ready. Congratulations! Alright, Penny. Now that I've passed you, let's go over to Gunther. But first, this trash can. Free field snacks. Alright. Hope you like the items I'm gonna give you. I have 2 right now, but sooner or later I will have more. Maybe I don't want to put that there. If I could at least grab that. I think you're better here because, one, your gems, your minerals. Probably something else about that. But we're gonna have to go back and forth because we only have enough space for 2 at a time. I mean, if I considered imbibing the coffee, and get 3. Alas! Process the geodes. Stone. Dang it. Now I have to actually go back. I have to actually go all the way back home. It's good to see you again. I'll take it easy. Thanks, man. Such is the life of me, and I need to go back. Pelican Town Ledger Book. It looks like the mayor uses this to keep track of finances. Not the thing I was going for. Alright. What you give me? Carrot seeds. Carrot seeds are spring. We need to get those. We now have an excuse to run back. Forget it. We'll imbibe the coffee right at it. There's always a chance to get more coffee sooner or later. And speaking of getting it later, I'm already halfway to getting that 24 pack. That 24 slot bag. How dare I bite the bullet? But first, we gotta... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make a 6. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 9, 10, 11. Way to go, Fumble Fingers. 12. Let's get you out. Let's get you up first. So hopefully we get some money out of this before it all goes down. We're only going to get 9 of these crops because I do not know how many carrots that we can get out of the harvest. Wrong. Put you in here. Okay. I don't plan on going in the mines anytime soon, but we will need this, that. The field snack we can put back in the forge. Because we are definitely going to need that sooner or later. I think the rest of the day will be focused on clearing out the trees with whatever limited HP we have. EP. Energy points. It is such a good way of getting... Oh, wait. What have we got? Oh, I could have killed 5 rock crabs. Well, let's make it... We'll do it tonight, maybe. Alright, Mr. Geodes. Let's see if you can give me 5 good items. I was gonna need to find a way to interact with these people a little bit better. There's only so much that I know of. Alright. Alright, Mr. Clint. What have you got for me? I'll take it. Ugh, nuts. I already have that thing. I'll have to sell it. Ugh, man, I've been a bad boy. I've been just as bad as that one. But that might be good. Excellent! Something new, finally. You will be a mineral. I think we only have about an hour. No, 2 hours before 3 hours before we have to call it for putting things inside the museum. And now begins the ultimate slog of going back and forth. Ooh, what's this? Celestine. This is gonna take up until 3:50, that's for sure. Alright, what have you got for me? All in a matter of getting precious time. But the early game is always a slog. Oh no, I have to go back. I have to sell both the granite and the orpiment. Oh, let's talk to Elliot. He's already here. A great idea can pass through your head when you least expect it, but if your mind is too busy, you might miss it. Well, I really must get back to my work. Oh, no, no, no. That's always good to have a balance of going back to work and taking a break from things. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with this whole live streaming thing. I mean, I'm given... I guess I could talk about goals at this point. Within the time of about maybe 6 or 7 months, I want to see myself with maybe 2,000 subscribers. It's a very sizable goal, especially for something like this. No, let's get everything back in here. No, let's get the clay. I'm gonna sell these. Ah, crap! I just realized. He's closed! I have to get the rest of the geodes later. And... we might as well go into the mines. Let's take what we can. Into... maybe we need that. Axe no. Scythe no. Oh no! Oh no! Let's take the bamboo pole. We're already close to the mountains anyway. I guess with the crab situation. And there I go missing off that. I could have gotten those had I not thought about bringing the hoe. But I need the inventory space with what limited amounts that I have. Such is the life. And while it does seem a bit strange that you're seeing my items on the bottom, where I have the weapons and the tools on the left-hand side, and the food and the other items on the right-hand side, it's a nice system. I like it for that reason, because it makes it a little bit easier to work with. View so we can up our combat. We're going to be more bent on getting everything up to speed. Hopefully I can go down 5 more levels, get ourselves to the next 10s, the second 10s. Not so much we can do during the day though. I guess we just need to avoid killing things for the longest part. And what's this? What's this? Huh, skill book. Read. We've learned a few things about foraging. Okay, but was it enough to allow me to upgrade the foraging to another level? No, I don't think so. Alright, if you're so bent on trying to get to me, I'll make sure you get to me. There. Now you've got to me. Now you're dead. Not much in the line of a mine. But I guess that while we're here, we can focus on getting more iron, more copper ore. Ugh, running out of steam. Let's go through the first stack of spring onions. We'll save the field snack for later because that does a lot better with getting our health back up. Doing a good job not getting hit though. Okay, can we... We can. Okay. We'll make this easier on ourselves. Here you go. We can bomb things and hopefully clear things. It does mean we need to keep a spare inventory slot. Nice crit hit. And killing that is also good. There we go. 17. Oh, no. We have to kill everything here? Oh, crap. This is gonna... I can't continue. We have to go. We have to go. Get me out of here. So much for trying to go deeper into the mine to find more crabs. Eh. Ended on a good note. More stone, more bug meat, and more fiber. We have 26, so we could clear out one tree. And hoe out that mysterious spot over there. We got time. Just half expecting Bigfoot to come out anytime soon. Okay, what have we got? And then you go here. The amount of coal we have is quite good. We'll put mob items right here and have it organized. Green algae and dwarf scroll. I don't think we really need green algae at some point, so let's grab that, grab the axe, and we'll eat our intentions. Okay, that's good enough for... That should be good enough for 2 trees. It's nice that the game is keen on playing a rhythm game while cutting things to make it a tad faster. That sounded like the cat. Okay, good. We're down to 1 energy. We managed to get more acorns, maple seeds, and wood. Alright. Just a hair close to burning off and burning out. And 5 copper bars allows us to upgrade 1 tool, whether it be the pickaxe, the axe, the watering can, or the hoe. I think right now I'm going to upgrade the axe. It'll be a lot easier to work with, well, for one, the amount of trees that we have in this area. Can we sell something while we're at it? Yeah, we could sell, did we? Let's check the collection. Collection, museum. Artifacts. Okay, we do have a Dwarven Scroll 1. We found 2. We go back with our minimal amount of energy. And Leela's sleeping on the chair. Bed. Wow. Leave it to a dwarf scroll that has a sizable amount of information on there to be only worth 1 gold. Would it have killed you to be at least worth 10? Eh. But the orpiment and the granite are pretty good. 156 isn't a bad way to end off the day. Cock-a-doodle-doo indeed! We got more! We got more things. Thank goodness I managed to click directly on top of that bean sprout so I didn't lose the charge. The kale's coming along nicely. It should be done by tomorrow. Alright, let's refill as soon as we're finished with this row. Okay, and then we're done. I mean, I could... I mentioned before that I would probably want to go for the axe upgrade, but... the watering can upgrade doesn't sound like a bad alternative. It's unfortunate, though. Filling up this entire space requires me to go to 2 trips 2 trips worth of going to these, but be worth it in the end. And it looks like I've already got that 1 cauliflower seed going. I think the biggest thing I want to focus is getting more money for the sake of that bag. Alright, that's everything. Did we... We could do the bounty for the rock crab right now. Oh, so much to do, so little time. I could always try getting more money through the mines, or I could start getting one of the bundles ready. Oh, and let's make sure we sell... Let's sell these. Let's make sure we do not give ourselves the chance to not get any more money. There you go, Leela. And refill the watering can. Preferably not smashing the lake. It's supposedly not salt-filled first. We could also fish. No, so much to do today. I'm already past 49 minutes and I've only gone through 3 days. We gotta rush it. We can't even get anything from Piers because it's closed. No. I'm so indecisive today. You know, let's go fishing. Preferably not here. I don't think we'll get any good chances to fish over here. Probably better if we go outside of our way to go to either the north or here. We are close to the horseradishes, and we do need dandelions to make the seeds. We have everything. That's a money spot. Let's see if we can't reach it. Yes, we can! It is good. It is good, unfortunately, but we got a Joja CD. Okay, I have a bit of a concern, though. Maybe it's based on where the water comes from up north. Seriously? A broken CD just manages to end up washed up on inside a lake of all places? I would bet that the bottom part of this lake around here is a deeper part. Our concept of catch and eating. Sooner or later we're going to sell. I guess some places have it a little bit more difficult having cleaner areas. But I wouldn't know too much about it. It's good that I'm getting gold, though. Gold rank smallmouth bass. Everything with a star sells for a lot more. And making sure that I pass this minigame allows me to get perfects. I didn't see that one. I'd probably have to look at the record. Maybe I get lucky and... Ooh, Joja Cola. Later for that one. Let's see if we can't fill up our inventory. More imbibing. No. Imbibing means to drink. We are gorging, which means eating. More gorging. Thank you, game, for considering the fact that I needed to redeem myself. Redeem. That is good, though. More chances to get fish, more abilities to... And I messed up. And I messed up again. More chances to get more fish, more chances to get things from the lake, and I've effectively gone down from gold to silver. Such is my mistakes of speaking while playing at the same time. But then again, I am selling a personality. More gorging. Because I'm doing this streaming for the purpose of allowing an outlet. And speaking of outlets, I had mentioned before that, dang it, I didn't go for the perfect, but I at least got the treasure chest. And speaking of outlets, I had mentioned before that I was going for 2 different productions. It turns out, the same company that took me on for 2 of those productions is asking me for a rush order on a 3rd production. I call it a rush order because of 2 things. The distance, well, the days before the performance itself, and the fact that they don't have a lot of the menfolk to sing. It's clearly a travesty when you don't have any men to sing. They only have more females, and there's only so much that a female can go through whenever it goes down to maybe altos and tenors. But they definitely need somebody to overpower the upper half, even with the amount of people that they have so far. Ooh, this is going to take a long time to get through. Might as well do it right now. Let's see. And we will sell you, and you. You're an artifact. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I think I have enough for... Yes, I do! Let's plant these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unfortunately, we have 2 off, but we're still good. I watered everything. Oh, and we can definitely go over to Clint. And scratch it. I am going to take those 3 cans of Joja Cola, 4 cans of Joja Cola, and speed my way over there. I do not want to miss the closing of the blacksmith. And so much for the rock crab. Sorry, Demetrius. I can unfortunately not get the rock crabs that I need to help out. Joja Cola. 21 seconds of speed. Oh, and a new task. I may lose. There is nothing like a strong cup of tea in the morning. I am looking for someone to bring me 15 ores for inspection. We've been mostly getting iron ores, but meh. There's no harm in trying. Nothing here, nothing in the trash cans. We'll speed up our intentions because we have that ability. And we'll use all this energy that we got from all that to do more fishing. Once we're done here, I think we'll fish over in this area. Get a chance at different fish. Hey, Vincent.
I want to look for bugs, but Mom gets mad when I'm all dirty. It's a tough choice.
Oh, you're so shy.
We don't have a school here, but I'm doing my best to give Vincent and Jazz a proper education. Every child deserves a chance to be successful. Jazz is good at math and reading. Vincent is good at... well, he has an active imagination.
Ah, my goodness. It kind of reminds me of the time when I taught chess to kids. Kids learning chess at an elementary school age. It honestly depends on how willing they are towards it. And I think for one of the classes, I served as an assistant. I knew how to play chess, but I wasn't exactly ranked per se. But it was fun teaching them how to deal with... how to understand how each of the pieces move, and how it's meant to be captured, not killed. Ooh, melon seeds. Quite good. What do you mean? Oh. What do you want? I guess that would be a rude way of looking at it. Farming. Is there another one? Where's the book here? Animals are very sensitive. They like to be pet every day and prefer to eat grass outdoors than dry hay. They don't like being outside in the rain, though. Happy animals produce higher quality products. It's gonna be a while before we get animals in the place. But where was I? Let's that's the problem. I really need to learn what I keep on saying. So I'm a part of the third product. So I mentioned I'm part of a third of the production. A third production, which has me rush ordering and memorizing lines for, well, specifically for the choir. They need more people for the ensemble. I guess my voice is really that good for them. What? Me being soprano and all. Oh, and a level up for smallmouth bass. That's good. I probably get some of the same fish over here. No, it's one thing to build a talent, that's for sure. Sorry, Vincent. Sorry, Jazz. Sorry, Penny. I'm currently fishing right here. You're gonna have to really pay mind to me doing that. And somehow... no, what? Where was I? Production. Okay. Let's see if I can remember. Oh my gosh, where am I forgetting? Oh, chess. That's right. At the end of the teaching period, which is, I guess, a semester for the kids, they participate in a round-robin tournament where we pit against all the kids, regardless of what skill level they currently have. Yes, I have a TV set. I'd say there were a few kids that I was rooting for pretty well, and some others were just outright ignorant. And we had to do an award ceremony. And for one of the schools that I had to do an award ceremony for, this was a company a while back. We had to explain that they were some of the kids that weren't doing too well. We showed that they were creative thinkers. They were active in what they were doing and improving in every aspect. It's meant as a public relations thing. I was very happy to do that. Though there are some points where a kid just tells you that the award ceremony that you do is just a participation award. I mean, he was brother to another kid that I was really rooting for to get third place at least. I told them then to stop looking down and start looking up. It's the least you can do in this world at the time. Nothing much we can do here. Let's start by clearing out some more of the trees. I think that might be it. I think it's done. What do you mean I can't put things in here? Oh, either way. Okay, let's go. With the amount of energy I currently have left, let's clear out the rest of these trees. We've already gotten a level in fishing, so let's focus on clearing out the land bit by bit. Oh, seaweed.
50% sea, 50% weed.
And quite good if you know how to do it. If you know how to cook it well. You do have to be careful, though. Well, I remember this one instance back when, back over in California. Yes, it was California. One of the people over there, once we had found a way to get to the ocean, decided to go deep sea diving to find some seaweed, because seaweed goes well with sushi. I think there was an issue with how he treated it. And in the end, he ended up with these really dark spots on his body. It was significantly itchy on him, to the point where they had to get lotion on him constantly, and he had to avoid itching it for the next... I think it was for the next 5 days. He had to endure that. Just dots everywhere. I felt sorry for him. It just shows that you have to really be careful with what you eat. I don't think we'll be able to get this tree stump. We're down to 5. Oh, we can make a field. We have a field snack in hand. All right. We can continue with 2 more trees. And there's a cockle right there. Clear this tree out next. I don't think we'll have enough to get to 2,000 by tomorrow. But we do have enough wood. We do have enough wood to satisfy 1 of the 2 bundles we need. Let's seeds right here. Those won't be good until summer. And let's sell this smallmouth bass. Nothing we can do with this, though. Not much we can do right now. Let's call it right here, then make it another day. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, the last upgrade that I did for this entire stream was allowing myself an actual PNG rather than just a video. Coincidentally, the upgrade we now have is the crab pot. I'm betting the crab pot will allow us to get things without having to worry about fishing. Oh my gosh, we have enough. We have enough. Do I really want to get more? And it was raining! Let's see if those, Oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow too, that's good! Mildly perturbed, though. We only have 1 day to get iron ore. We practically gave up on the whole crab thing. I lost my favorite axe. If you find it, please return it ASAP. I'm having a tough time without it. There's 250 gold in it for whoever finds the thing. Robin. We'll take it. Got some new idea to sleep on. We get a level up from fishing yesterday, and a level up in farming today. Quite good. Fortunately, we do not have enough green beans to start selling things. What we do have are enough of... Okay, let's sort things. Do we have enough acorns? 1, 2, 3. Let's make another field snack. This day should be really nice for fishing, though. I wonder... Okay. It's either a toss of whether I go fishing or whether I go to the mines to go down to 420. How are we doing right now? We have enough. We could... Okay, hold on, let's see first. I think right now, let's get the foraging first done. Horseradish, daffodil, leek. And it's the foraging only, right? So we have to get... We already have enough for the construction, but not 3 of them. Okay, let's do this. 198... 99. And maybe we get lucky heading south to find that daffodil. Oh no! Ah, nuts! I just wasted a field snack. Reminds me of that other game with regards to burning things using a Zippo lantern. A Zippo light to effectively reduce a country to just becoming a non-country and then joining in with the actual country that's to take out a kingdom. But we have everything now, and we are going to head towards the mines. I'm going to take a slight detour because, one, I need to get these things over to the community center. Bowl's been filled. I will pet Leela later. And we'll find Robin's axe maybe later along the line. But first, let's focus on getting the community center online now. We'll clear out one of the bundles, see what reward we get, and effectively clean out. We'll be reduced to about 6 inventory slots before we have to go back. I know we have enough, but I do not want to risk it. Maybe there's something down the line that we might get. Hello. Beep. 2, 3, 4. And that's one bundle down. That's good. And it looks like it's active, caused more things to come online. It looks like a pantry. It's a broken fish aquarium. That's a bit redundant. Just aquarium. We've got spring crops bundles. Other bundles. I'm guessing this isn't... Guessing we gotta satisfy all of these bundles. And we'll get them delivered into here. Alright. With 7 inventory slots, we should be good to go to the farm. And then hopefully maybe by Friday we get something good out of going to the place. And grab these horseradishes in case we need the energy boost. We're just going to focus on going down, though we may have to deal with some mildly perturbed spirits based on the fortune. Okay. Okay, let's go down. Let's just go straight down to floor 20. I do not want to spare any time dealing with monsters. Or maybe do deal with the monsters and... This isn't any better. We deal with the monsters, and then we go get lucky and find yourselves a stair. Fortunately, not having a lot of luck except for some Mixies. That's a boon. Come on. Give me something better. Allow me to go down. So help me up. Attack. He's coming in from the south. Get ready to attack. Oh, there's 2 of you now? Oh, crap. Quit moving so I can squash you. Ah, I'm getting hit. Oh, there we go. Floor 18. Oh, that's good. No infestations, just straight up rocks to burn through. And here we are with a good amount of inventory spaces. Absolutely nothing. Oh no, there's only so many rocks we can go through before traveling. It's already close to... Well, it's already noon now. Good on time, though. Maybe it's because we were dealing with the introductions and all that caused an hour more of excess. That's not a good sign. Alright. Guessing you guys come in whenever this is going on. Oh, there's 3 of you. There's 4 of you. There's 5 of you. You're all gonna die. Incessant. I will endure. First, I need to eat. Jesus, guys keep coming. Oh no! Now I have to deal with 2 of them? Oh no, no, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here. I'm gonna die, 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 I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, we almost died, I almost died. Oh, please tell me I cannot make any more of that. Dang it! Down to 10 health. If I took out 2 more hits, I would have been dead in a heartbeat. And I just realized I could block. Hold on. Let's drop this. Eat that. Give me that. Shoot. I am not coming down there again. That was like 15 guys. Nope. Could probably sell these boots to him for some nice change. Let's see if we can't run our way back to the blacksmith to get this geode open. We should be there by 3:30, hopefully. And I think Pierre's closes at 5, but we already have enough spring seeds to last us a while. And it's going to be rain tomorrow. But therein lies the problem. The problem being that we do not have the ability to upgrade right now because I don't have the 5 copper bars. Okay, we made it. We're on the side that we need to be at. And it's good. Let's see if we get lucky. I've been a naughty boy. We could probably put down those mixed seeds somewhere. In a spare plot. I have another chance to look to the trash cans. Ooh, we need that. I need that especially for our stock. We do not have a lot of maple. We do not have a lot of pine cones. You know, that might be the very thing that I end up getting more of. I might have to plant more of these because last I checked we only had 4 pine cones. 3 because I had to make that field snack, and that field snack that I wasted. Nuts. Well, at least I'm at 35 HP, but I am not going to go deep diving, especially with the perturbed. And our inventory is full. Dang it! And this hurts. Well, we could at least take the time to deposit our items. Make another copper bar. Let's put this in line. I think that might be... No, it's not a kill seed. Parsnips. It's not... I don't think it's a potato seed. Bug meat. Spring seeds. Yeah. No. While we are here, we can go ahead and start doing some... We could do some form of fishing. We've already got all that there. Tomorrow we are going to head to We're going to head over to the smith, and then we're going to let him cut through our axe with it, allowing us an upgrade. And we could effectively finish the construction bundle by then. In the meantime, we'll just end up by cutting up the rest of the things. Now, I mentioned that I wanted to do an hour and 30 minutes of streaming, but I want to see how far I can push this. Maybe I could push this Saturday and then maybe do 2 hours of streaming. See if that makes a difference. Because the last stream that I did over an hour was Refine Self. It could work in that fashion. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this wood right here will be necessary in upgrading our house. Fortunately, we do not have the discretionary income to do so. Wait, I think I might be getting that wrong. Disposable income would be if we had expenses that are necessary in order to live. Discretionary income would be the ones that we do on a... that we put our judgment towards, because discretionary means we have the ability to spend it. And of course there's some buyer's remorse, but... I guess, for example, it would be the package, the 12 inventory slot upgrade. That'd be a discretionary purchase. Alright, let's get the hoe out. Getting those things is overdue. That's a tulip. I thought that was a cherry bomb. Now we could start combing the beach. I did see that seaweed there, but I didn't grab it. Alright, what have you got? Okay, I will take that. More carrot seeds. I've got the hoe right where I want it, and it is a rainy day. Now, where is that other one? Here it is. Well, naughty boy. Coal, ironically, and not the person coal, but actual charcoal was a necessity, especially in New York. See, I came into New York around December, well, around the winter time especially. Nights and the days required heat. Lots of heat. And ensuring that we had enough heat to last throughout the day required us to make coal. And coal is an interesting process. One, we are technically making charcoal at this point, which has us bundling up a ton of wood and then putting it inside a kiln of sorts. And the whole kiln would be on fire. And that fire would link to the other parts of the wood. And after that, maybe give it a few hours, we would end up with smoldering embers, which will give us the very coal that we need to last throughout the day. It might be necessary. I'll put you into this one, like the crab. Well, of course, we had electricity in our areas, surprisingly, for about 10,000 people living in a robotic apocalypse. There was a lot of things that allowed us to defend ourselves from them. Some people just took it for granted. While we did have electricity, we still... the feeling of a coal fire, especially outside of the Unity's walls, was a welcome boon. And sooner or later, I might have told the stories about all that. I'll have to relook at what notes I put about each of those events, especially during my time in New York. But that'll be for another time. High Keys got me busy with 3 productions. I've got this going on as an outlet to help me speak a little bit better. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to upgrade how I speak, because the sound only, I think it would be better if I made my own. Alright, let's go back to sleep. Level up in farming. Unfortunately, we can't use this. We could try. And to level up in foraging, too. We now have a tapper. Let's see what we get out of all this, though. We only got one crop of... literally one crop of potatoes. We couldn't even call it a crop at this point. We only get one item from that crop itself. And thank goodness today is going to be a rainy day. Good morning, Leela. Clear and sunny tomorrow for the Egg Festival, 9 to 2 p.m. We could end it there. We have a little bit before we end it off. Make it a little bit easier to work with. And the carrots are ready. We'll sell these. We will put 3 of you. Let's put 5 of you in here. And then we put you in here. And let's bring out the spring seeds so we don't have to worry about not putting the land to waste. 12 right here. Harvest my intentions. And then we cut the kale. Unfortunately, the kale requires the scythe to cut. To think that we can't use a sword. Well, then again, the sword is rusty, so... there is its justification. And then the potatoes. Just actually get the potatoes. And now we're left with 3 spare seeds to use. Let's do this part right. No, we can actually put 2 of these seeds right here. If I could get more inventory space. Put you right here. We have 3 of the potatoes. Let's see. 1, 2, 4. Let's keep you just in case. But I did see that we needed 1 for the spring bundle. Alright. 3, 2, and 1 more. For good measure. Right here. Okay, we need 1 more, especially for the spring bundle as well. So we have 1 bean, 1 parsnip, 1 potato, and we also need the cauliflower. We also need to get a chance to get quality crops, but I doubt we'll get all 5 of the parsnips we need for that. Alright, we've got everything we need at this point. We could start fishing. The spirits are neutral. We could do mining. Then again, Friday and Sunday are when the trader comes into the mountains. Right, let's clear up our inventory and get ourselves a chance at... Let's do this. There aren't any mining spots in the lake area. In the cinders. What forest is it called again? I know it's sap whatever. Sap what it is. It is the... Baktor Farm. Oh, you won't give me the location? I think it's Cedar Sap Forest. We'll harvest you. Let's see how harm that. Okay, we got nothing going on right now. Let's go farm. Let's go fishing. Go fishing. Wrong way. Gotta go south. This is where we go. Okay, I have an idea on what the next upgrade's going to be for this. The next upgrade, I'm going to make sure that I elevate these monitors because I'm getting a crick in the neck. Let's see. Oh, I've got just what you need. Industrial pipe. Industrial pipe. That's terrible. And I can already make these. Yeah, the trader doesn't have any good items. I mean, I could use the cherry for the artisan bit, but that's like 800 out of the 800 gold. Just for one measly item. That driftwood would be nice for Leia, though. But I don't plan on romancing Leia. I'm going to go ahead and romance the person that I'd like once I'm able to get the name change, or at least be able to change the name for Soprano here. And it's not the only thing I'm going to be changing, that's for sure. I'll be changing, oh, this Soprano's hair, eyes, and maybe if I get a chance, his outfit. It also might behoove me to change his weapon, especially. I mean, unfortunately, we only have the default as a sword, but I think it would behoove the Soprano to have his... He would do better with an axe. Well, at least a weapon that's more blunt. Back in the day, I carried a sword. Okay, that's good. We'll take the time to fish and increase our fishing level, while also making our chance to getting more bass. Probably need one of these bass for the aquarium. Everything we fish up, though, is quite nice to have as well. And every amount of experience that goes towards this. Hopefully there's some use for the green algae aside from just gorging straight on it. And rather than having to keep the broken glasses, hopefully there's a way to make better use of these. Along with the stocky newspapers and... Well, Joja Cola already has a use in itself. 21 seconds of speed plus 1 and a minor energy boost. Yeah, I think based on time, I'm probably going to end it as soon as I finish the festival. I'm going to have to refill the watering can twice. We'll save our inventory for later. Though I would like to get some different fish. Wait, that was a perfect! I clearly got a perfect and it gave me a regular mouth bass. Not a gold one. Great. More trash. We have the inventory for one more, provided that I do not bring up the trash in the trash. But the trash is the trash where it belongs, in the actual trash. But then again, we don't know where that trash actually goes. Indeed, a harsh reality. Now we've been fishing over in the lake, both in the mountain and inside the town. Let's do a little bit of ocean fishing, while making sure we go through each of the trash cans. Not much in the way of other fish, and we have the ability to give ourselves... Okay, I think we take up 8 energy every time we start a cast, so 8, 4, 26, 52... Oh, we only have 3 more left. Excuse me one moment. I'll keep playing, but keep in mind. Alright, I'm back. Quite good though that I found a +1 defense. That has to be a permanent boon. The ocean is best enjoyed alone. Has you deep within your thoughts. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm interrupting you. You're just gonna repeat that line, aren't you? You know, screw you being alone. I'm going to fish right here and see if I can't get a better chance at fish. Now, Friday is also a good time for everybody to be at the saloon. A chance to get Leah that driftwood. And maybe Willie with that fish. You think the frequency of fish would change if I would go over to the ocean. There's a lot more to deal with. Okay, and as soon as we get that up there, we go down here, and then we regain the fish. Well, there are some benefits to fishing here. Better chance at these items. Fortunately, I have no means to getting more bait. I have to upgrade the darn rod or get a new one entirely. Are you necessary? Are you necessary? You're necessary. Wait. Hold on. Riverfish, nightfish, crab pot, lakefish. Why are the lakefish unable to get more? Why do we not have smallmouth bass for lakefish? Clearly maybe it's based on what they are. Alright, we have enough for one chance at our inventory space right here. And maybe we go back up north and clear out our inventory later. Huh? Oh, that might be a new item, I just realized. We don't have any need for seaweed at this point. Let's continue casting. Just catch and gorge. You know, it's one thing eating raw vegetables and fruits, but realizing that you have to eat raw fish, you're eating both the bones and everything. You're eating the bones and everything. Not that it's a bad thing. Bones are calcium, and the eyes of the fish are usually where fresh water lays. It's a rather extreme way of drinking water. Come on. Bye to you too, Sebastian. Oh my gosh, this might be a rough one. Let's see if I can't get you. Come on. Don't be shy. An eel? And a new achievement. Wait a minute. Hold on. Do we need that? We do need it! Alright. You know what? Willie, here. Take this thing. Hey, it's a nice gift. It is a fish. Clearly something that you like. We'll take our chances at one more try at whatever fish we have, and then we'll run back towards the community center. Okay, this isn't... I don't think this is the eel. Its behavior is interesting. I think it might be a sardine. Up! Down it goes. Ooh, a flounder. Not a part of the bundle. We'll run our way backs. We'll sell the other items as soon as we finish up the community bundle. What we currently have right now. The name was Walleye Joe. Nothing in here. You're over there. Yes, this weather is good for sports because A, it gets you used to understanding how terrain works, and B, there are ways to dry up. Ways to dry up and stay on land. But let's give our little friend right here the bundles he needs. 2, 3, ocean bundle. Okay, these do not have. And let's go to the salon. Give Leah a gift of driftwood. No, I wonder if the guy over there would allow us to buy things despite it being so late. Hello, Leah. I'll find gifts for everybody in this area sooner or later. Ooh, I can get into what I want to do tomorrow. You know what? Tomorrow will be a chance to get used to learning how to do a schedule. And also a means of looking at how I can do my creativity. Let's get a look at what this bookseller has. Experience Way of the Wind. You run a little bit faster. You gain a little extra speed while riding a horse. You will now run a lot faster through grass and crops. Grasp the grass. We managed to get a copy of this. Those aren't pretty bad. I would love to get this one. Knowing that it's part 1, we may get another book part 2. Alright, let's head on back home, sell the fish we currently have. And let our final day for this stream be the Egg Festival. I honestly have no idea what to expect. Like painting eggs or something. Like Easter. I mean, right now, we're on the cusp of March. And all these dandelions will go straight to the inventory. I'll give them to somebody else that likes flowers. Maybe give them to Haley. Usually people like it when they get items that match their colors. Maybe she likes yellow. Fish in the hole, driftwood here. Bait in here. Okay, well, let's take a look at what we can craft right now. 40 wood, 2 copper bar. We could tap the trees though. And get whatever we can over there. We don't have moss. We do not have an iron bar. There's a lot of things that I wish we have. Fortunately, we don't have enough. Bug meat. How much bug meat do we have? No, we don't need those. But we do need this for tomorrow. I don't think we need these, though. Let's stick with the watering can. The festival's tomorrow. I've already pet Leela. Nothing else to do for the day. Let's tuck in early. That's pretty good. 1,434. It's a record for this current man. No, the record was 2,000 probably. But hey. Hi, me sell hats. Okay, poke? Come to Old Hold House, poke. Bring coins. Hat Mouse. Dear Soprano, how are you doing, sweetie? I've missed you so much since you left. I hope the farming life is everything you hoped for. Love, Mom. P.S. I sent your favorite cookies. Well, these would be the same cookies that we get from the trash can, but I guess these are special. Put you in here because I don't really have any use for you at this point. We now have the ability to satisfy one of the bundles. 30. 3, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We have 40 for every charge. And we'll just water the empty plots because, hey, we might get a chance at another crop. I was very happy to find more of those seeds. Make sure that we satisfy another chance at loving Leela a little more. Ooh, that's a hoe. That's a hoeable spot. That is more carrot seeds. Alright. Water this. Low the hold. We now have more carrot seeds to work with, and more crops to sell. 'Tis good. 'Tis very good. Do we need anything? Okay. No mail today. Nothing in the shipping bin. I guess we can head to town. It does take a little bit to get ourselves before 9. Today's festival is being set up. Come back later. 1. Egg festival. What have we got here? Our hens have been working overtime to prepare for this festival. They deserve the best tonight. Bowls full of sweet yellow corn. Probably the only time that I've ever seen you amiable. And maybe not drunk. And you've come down from the mountain. Don't really talk to me. I just come for the deviled eggs. Ugh, deviled eggs. Deviled eggs. The instructions for that are vinegar, egg yolks, and then some form of mayonnaise. You can also put some mustard in it to really add a spice to it. So you would cook them. I love a good deviled egg, especially one that does really nice with how they do the centers. I'll put something nice to the punch. Shh, that's just between me and you, kid. You do realize that there are children right here. Maybe they would be interested in that punch as well. Is there any more food? There's clearly more food in this place, but you're just wondering what else of it is. And you realize that you're talking to the person that made this feast. Fried eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs, fried eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs, deviled eggs, scrambled eggs, chocolate eggs, you name it. The last one sounds a bit difficult, though. Egg. What a strange thing to eat. Spring is a busy time of year, so it's nice to have a day up to catch up with friends. Abby's always loved the egg hunt, ever since she was a little girl. Even with my bad leg, I never miss a town festival. There's Willy right here. Sometimes I'll hide an egg too well and no one finds it. Well, until someone rolls around, then the hot air starts to bring out the rotten smell. Hehe. Ugh. That's a terrible fate for an egg. Especially ones that are duds. I always look forward to these gatherings. It makes the valley feel like a real community. The children have been looking forward to this festival for weeks. When does the egg hunt start? I'm excited. I hope I could find some eggs before Vincent takes them all. This fruit punch is unusually good. Taking breaks from work can make you more productive in the long run. And I'm gonna need a break after this, that's for sure. Welcome to the Egg Festival. Compliments of my wonderful brood of hens. I've already talked to you, and let's talk to you now. What's everyone so happy about? Eggs. Why eggs? This festival has been a tradition for as long as I can remember. Tradition connects us with both the past and the future. It's comforting. Eggs definitely have a place in the well-balanced diet. Oops, I should take off my doctor's hat for the time being. No, feel free. It makes things interesting as long as it's related to the topic at hand. Makes for a lot of good conversation, and it makes sure that you're engaged without having to feel like you're going on tangents. Well, maybe that last bit wasn't exactly too good. But those allergies. Searching for eggs is like going on a treasure hunt. When we used to do rotten egg toss, Mayor Lewis put it into that one pretty quick. This festival is alright, but what I'm really looking forward to is the flower dance. I try to eat at least 3 eggs every day. Way to go you. I need that protein for my legs. But protein in general just goes through the entire body. I mean, it's muscles and all. Okay, I think I've talked to everybody here. Well, except for you, Pierre. Hey, how'd you get back here? Hey, don't touch anything. Ever the optimist. Especially when it comes to selling merchandise. Speaking of which, I haven't even had the chance to talk to you. What have you got in store for this time, aside from your general wares? Lawn flamingo, plush bunny, strawberry seeds, seasonal plants, multiple seasonal plants, a colorful set, a pastel banner, pitchfork. Huh. Not much. But I think these would be really handy to have. These strawberry seeds will be definitely nice to have. We have about 4,000, so let's put 20 down. Scratch it, let's put 30. I'm in the mood. And I think we've talked to everybody. And I think we have a general gist of who's chummy with who. These guys right here. She's probably familiar with him based on maybe where they went to high school. These guys are probably all adults at this point. Wife. These two probably chummy with each other. And I thought you would have dialogue, but I guess you're just there for the festival. I don't think I ever talked to you, though, Emily. I've been up since dawn coloring eggs, and it's always my favorite part of the season. Or you, Jody. Vincent loves this festival. It's a joy to see him so happy. Okay. We've now talked to everybody. Let's do the festival now. Okay. It's time for the highlight of today's festivities. The annual Egg Spring Hunt. Spring Egg Hunt. Egg Spring Hunt. Egg-shaped springs. Calm down now, kiddos. You're going to need all your energy if you hope to find the most eggs and take home the exclusive prize. Now, is everyone ready? Let the egg hunt begin! Oh, there's one right there. There's one right there. Come on. Quickly find the eggs. Quickly find the eggs. There's another egg right there. Let's go down right here. There's an egg right there. There's an egg right there. Let's find the egg right there. I would love to talk to you, but I'm currently finding eggs on my own volition. An egg right here. And a 6th one right here. 7. 8. Come on. 9, 10. All right, let's end up by getting that last one over there. Come on, get it. Yes, got it. It's 11 eggs. Not a bad path. Maybe it could be different, though. Let's see if we win. Wow, look at all these eggs. Now, if only I could get you kids to pick up litter this efficiently, we would have the cleanest town this side of the Gem Sea. And now the winner of this year's egg hunt. Soprano! I win! Here's your prize. Enjoy. Well, that's it for this year's Egg Festival. Thanks for coming, everyone. Let's see how this hat looks on us. Huh. Not too bad, coupled with how I look. Right, let's get these things planted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, dang it. 4, 5. And more charcoal, more clay. Maybe there's a way to make more pottery. I don't like those sounds. Those sounds other than meat crunching. Man, these seeds are just straight up scary when they're not watered. Oh, but sooner or later we're gonna have to water these along with the other plants. And each watering can charge allows for 40. Maybe there's some regret in not getting that watering can upgrade. But I'm going to put this last on the list, because there's oh so much that I can do. Let's refill this now. And once we're done, we'll call it here. You know what, let's sell... We already have enough. We're going to get another batch of carrots. We can always sell these. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need to make another scarecrow, though. Let's make a scarecrow. 50. I think I need this. I need that, and then 1 coal piece. There. And now we put you right over here. And with that, we call it a day. Not after looking at the television. Wait, it's gonna rain all day tomorrow? Oh my gosh, that is a boon. I don't have to worry about raining. Maybe, depending on what happens tomorrow, we could find out what we can do with the rest of the money we have. And the fortune tellers are mildly perturbed. But we'll have to worry about that tomorrow. Quite good. As expected. Nothing much. No upgrades, but we managed to get 2 hours of streaming done today. Alright. Let's take a quick look before we plan out for tomorrow. Okay, that's good, that's good. That's good over there. Cockle over there. Alright. Okay. We'll end it right here. Yeah, pretty good today. Quite happy at this point, and we're nearing about 2 hours of stream, so honest to goodness, I hope that this one ends up becoming... well, it renders effectively. Maybe even better than the 3-hour stream that I did. But tomorrow... I guess I can spare a hint after the streaming is done. I'll schedule it for 7 p.m. Hopefully my hand can take it, because I've got 2 rehearsals going on. Whew. And I'm also keen on wanting to upgrade the sound only for this main screen. But you know, I think I can share a little bit of what the Neo screen's gonna be like. So what you see right now is going to be the basis for the Neo screen. I currently have my voice in front, but I want to see about adding some things to the left and to the right and not have to worry about showing that this is me speaking. I would rather have everything on the background doing all the speaking for me to show that I am still speaking. I probably won't get it done by Saturday, but maybe next Tuesday. Scheduling and everything else. So, with that said, tomorrow, sound only.